Now with slightly wet paper, but not too wet, I'm putting the base layers of the fox in with a fairly light shade, but it's strong enough that I don't have to go over it too much. Now I'm sort of smudging lighter layers around because I want the top of the fox to be quite fluffy. I'm dotting around because I'm allowing the paper to dry ever so slightly as I work. And as you can see, I'm sort of playing around with adding a little bit of water underneath. Now it's gone a bit too watery, so I've now left that to dry. And I carry on adding darker layers, just building it up and building it up until it looks aesthetically pleasing for me. As you can see, I've left the face, that's drying really nicely, so I'm leaving him as he is. And I'm working on the darker layers at the back of the legs. The top, as it starts to dry, I just flick the brush so that I get this nice sort of flick fluffy bits at the top. And now you can see it starting to come together. Now, as it dries further, I'm going in with a little bit more confidence with darker colours and richer paint, a bit more paint on my brush, and putting in those tiny little details that are going to make the fox fur just pop a little bit. I'm adding a little bit of dark texture here and there for the fluff and the fur. And this is all about timing. It's just waiting until it's dry enough that you're going to get the effect that you want. Now this was quite dry, so I've put the little eye and the smile in. I'm dotting around the ears and the tail. Oops, sorry, a bit of a shaky camera. I'm adding some darker textures in now. And these are the last little details that I want to do. Now that the fox is dried, we're going to use a nice wet wash on the back with a sap green large brush to create a nice wash of green for the meadow. And I'm starting with a lighter layer and then building it up with a bit more paint so that we have the foreground and it's a little bit richer, and then using a tiny brush to flick to create the little grass blades. And with another tiny little brush, I'm using a nice pretty pink colour to create some simple flower details because we want the focus to be on the fox. And this has created a little meadow. So I hope you've enjoyed this, and I'll see you in the next video.